This is the 1.1 guided practice with Mr. V. We're going to be doing the odds. So for this example right here, if I have 2 and then a parentheses, and then there's an a plus b, I'm going to multiply that 2 by both of these. And what that's going to give me is 2 times a is 2a. And then there's a positive sign, so then 2 times b is 2b. And this would be my final answer. All right, so for the first one, we're just looking at simplifying. So there would be 8p and 3p, or negative 3p, I guess you could say. And this is, they're like terms, so I'm just going to do 8p minus 3p would then be equal to 5p. For number 3, I'm going to combine the similar terms, or like terms, so 9 and the 1 are similar, and then the x and the 5x. So if I combine the 5x and the 1x here, I would get 6x, and then I have a positive number, and so 9 plus 1 is 10, so it'd be 6x plus 10. All right, so then we get into the distributing and the multiplication in number 5. So I'm going to take this 4, I'm going to multiply it by this, and I'm going to multiply it by this. Make sure you watch out for your negatives, right? So 4 times 8x is going to be 32x, and then 4 times, this is actually a negative 5, so this is kind of, you could either say it's minus 5 or plus a negative 5. Both are the same way, just 2 different ways to say it. So I would take 4 times a negative 5, and it's going to give me negative 20. And that's my final answer. All right, 7. Same thing, going to distribute this, going to distribute to both of these. So I'm going to get a negative 7 plus negative 7 times 9x would be negative 63x. And that's my final answer. Again, right here you could rewrite it if you wanted to, or it could be negative 7 minus 63x, because they're both the same way. Number 9, 5a, and then 5 times a negative 9, so I'd have 5a minus 5 times 9 is 45, and then I just have this plus 4, and that's outside, so that's not being multiplied or distributed. So then this is not my final answer, I got to combine like terms, so I have a negative 45 and a positive 4, so then 5a, and then I'm going to have a minus 44. All right, 11. Remember, this is a negative 3 right here. So I'm taking negative 3 times 6p, and then a negative 3 times 7. So I start off, 4p isn't being distributed. So I have 4p, and then negative 3 times 6p would be minus 18p. And then negative 3 times, so keeping in mind that this negative 3 is then going to be multiplied by 7, would be minus 21. So to combine like terms, so this would be negative 18 plus 4p, or you could just do 4p minus 18, and that would give me negative 14p minus 21. All right, last couple. So I got to distribute these, and then I got to distribute these. Keep in mind that this is a negative 9 right here. So this is going to be 10 plus 16v, and then I'm just going to do the plus sign. Negative 9 times 8v is negative 72v. And then this here is a negative 9 times a negative 1, which would make it positive, so plus 9. And I combine like terms, and I get negative 72 plus 16. And if you need to, feel free to do that in your calculator. So it's going to give you negative 56. And then I have a 9 and a 10, so it's going to be plus 19. And then don't forget, like I just did, make sure you put that variable in. So that's negative 56v. All right, last one. I got to distribute both of these, and then I got to distribute both of these. See how this says just times 2 like that? Don't worry about that. It's the same thing. It's putting it right next to it. So if I do the first one, it'll be negative 6 times 4p, so that'd be negative 24p. Then I have a negative 6 times a negative 5, which would be a positive 30. And then plus 2 times 4 is 8. And then minus, because I know that this is a negative on the inside, 2 times negative 7p, so that'd be minus 14p. Combine like terms, so this is a negative, so negative 24p minus 14p. Put that in your calculator. You get a negative 38p, and then you have 30 and 8, so it'll be plus 38. You can't simplify. You cannot simplify anymore, so you leave it as is, and that will be your final answer. All right, feel free to email or stop in if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.